Hey everybody on YouTube. 50-something degrees, February 4th. Had my sunroof open a little while ago, but too much noise. Anyway, I've had a lot of questions people ask me about jimping and what it is, what is that, extreme jimping and all this, but I don't know, it's kind of a hard, when somebody asks me, I almost have to say that it's kind of a lifestyle, actually. I say that because I think jimping went back, there are traces, actually goes back to, I believe, the Aborigines. They were jimping on their spear shafts, stuff like that, and then it kind of went to the jewelry and so on and so forth. But you see it nowadays mostly, on the back of, knife blades. When you hear about jimping on the thumb ramp, that's the most common use for it now. But there's a little more to it, actually. Once you kind of adopt jimping, you kind of get a little obsessed with it, and there's an argument that it's even genetic. And I kind of have to agree with that because my dad passed away back in 30 years ago. I cleaned out his toolbox at the shop, and all of his tools had little notches down the side. I didn't think much about it, but I realize now, my dad was jimping back in the 60s and 70s when nobody else was. And, now there's a few YouTube channels out there, like the FAD Man wrote a really catchy tune called Jimping on the Thumb Ramp. And I don't know if it's gone aluminum or what, but SSR Guns and Knives. Actually, I think he even has t-shirts, jimping on the thumb ramp. And, it becomes a little obsessive, I'll admit that, but, I'm good, okay. My wife has to pull in the reins every once in a while when I got my chainsaw file and I'm going at the banister, but, she loves me, so she puts up with it. But anyway, if you haven't already discovered it or found out about it, I'd be interested in, hearing your stories. Maybe do a video. How is jimping involved with you, or how do you get involved with jimping, or if you have some knives with jimping on the thumb ramp. I mean, that's always a pretty cool thing to see. So anyway, there are as I said, there's all sorts of levels. I mean, you've got, your basic jimping, then you've got extreme jimping. And I've got, a couple of knives that have some pretty extreme jimping on them. But anyway, I don't know if that clears any of it up or not, but I've gotten an awful lot of questions as to what is that? What are you talking about? I don't understand. But anyway, check it out, and definitely check out the Fat Man and SSR Guns and Knives, because they are probably two of the foremost authorities on jimping, especially when it comes to blades. You have a good day, and see you on the tubes.